A very rainy Chattanooga, Tennessee. You can see them bringing the tarp out right now. Got a little bit of time in pregame for the graphing though, so we'll tell you all about that a little bit later on. Meanwhile, you can see players there from the Chattanooga bullpen making their way across to their clubhouse as they get the tarp out on the field. We're supposed to play a doubleheader today. We'll see how many, if we're able to get one in, much less two, how long we stick around for, all that stuff. But like I said, pregame started out nice at least. So hopefully that continues. Maybe we'll get some food later on, all that fun stuff. So stick around. Let's see what we get. Matt McLean, the second baseman here, as we are back underway after a rain delay. John Doxakis on the mound. The set and the pitch. Takes outside for a ball, 81 miles an hour on the breaking ball. Leadoff hitter Mike Ciani reached on, we're not sure yet if it's a single or an error by the second baseman. It was a slow roller up the middle. Tried to backhand it, but couldn't quite come up with the play. Doxakis with a check. Set and the delivery. So McLean skies this one behind first base. Second baseman is under it, as is the first baseman. They're going to run into each other, unfortunately. The second baseman comes up with it before the first baseman Edwards went tumbling over him. So we have one away. Ciani holds at first. We'll keep right here. We'll give you one more at bat as well, since that one took only a couple pitches. Excuse me. One away in the bottom of the first. As will be Ellie De La Cruz stepping to the plate. De La Cruz, a .301 hitter, 4 home runs, 13 RBI for him. As once again, he has Ciani on at first. Doxakis on the mound here for Montgomery. Throw to first. Ciani back safely. De La Cruz, another one of the top prospects in the Cincinnati organization. Doxakis comes set. Check the runner at first. Long check, and finally the pitch. 83 mile an hour breaking ball, strike one. No runs in the top half of the first by the Montgomery Biscuits. Infield shading De La Cruz slightly to the left. Second baseman approximately double play depth, shortstop slightly left. As there goes Ciani. Pitches outside, the throw not anywhere close, as I'm assuming he may have just gotten a bad grip on that ball, because that thing landed about 3 feet behind the pitcher's mound. Aaron just said he slipped on the throw, so that would explain that. So Ciani with the steal of second gets into scoring position here. Scoreboard not operating tonight, so try to keep track of things as best we can here without that. I believe the count right now either, I think it might be 1-1. See if we can see what if the umpire signals it at any point. There it is, current count 1-1. There we go. So they are updating at least a little bit there. The pitch comes in high, and it's 2-1. As you see right there, they might have caught the end of it right there, trying to update it after every pitch. So 1-1 count here on De La Cruz. He has Ciani at second. As there you go, they're updating on the scoreboard. Doxakis comes set. Check the runner at second before he delivers. Hit up the middle towards short. Up with it, throw across the first. In time with a nice pick there, and they did get him. And so there you go, 2 outs, man advances to third. Still no score here in the bottom of the first. Here comes that rainy day feeling again. You can see right there, bring the tarp back out again. We're going to be under a delay here one more time. We're still in game number 1. It's the top of the third inning right now. We just had a guy get hit by a pitch, and they're like, yeah, let's go ahead and tarp it up here again. Skies, not really sure. Hopefully that's the end of it that we're seeing right there. Hopefully it'll be just long enough to get the tarp on there and have to pull it back off again, but we'll see. We're under a somewhat dry spot. At least legs are getting a little bit wet, but look right above us there. We got the roof just barely covering us. So we'll see what happens. 28 autographs pregame. Got one more during the rain delay there. So, yeah. All we can really do is sit here, wait, and see what happens. Food options didn't really look like anything really great out there. Might get myself a slush puppy because it's pretty humid out here when it stops raining. Nice breeze going right now at least, so we're staying somewhat cool at least. We'll keep you updated. If you can see by the scoreboard right there, we are in the bottom of the 5th out of 7 since it's a double header. They're still planning on playing 2 here tonight. Not going to do a food review. Food looked fairly generic here, but I can tell you the graphing has been incredible so far. If you look right down there in right field, in that spot down in the corner, we were able to get a lot of guys down there. A few of them go over closer to the dugout, so very happy with how things have gone here so far. We'll give you just a post-game recap. We're going to stick around for a little bit of the second game, not very much though. Aubrey had some work stuff to finish up, and she said she's getting hungry, and Aaron and I are both very hungry too, so probably going to call it a day after just a couple innings of game 2, grab some food, head back, and we'll give you a recap of what has turned out to be an absolute bonanza of a day here for graphing. I mean, just to let you know, right now through the pregame and the rain delays, I'm at like 60-something cards right now, so 500 suddenly back in play. All right, we are back in the hotel, and you know I said earlier we just had 400 happen the other day, and I thought 500 it might be doable, but probably not in play. Well, 500 is now suddenly back in play because, well, look at this pile. That is all signed from this game. We absolutely tore it up, and people, they're doing things. It's weird. It's weird. Anyways, look at that pile right there. So Aubrey didn't go with us at all tonight. She wanted to, rest her ankle, do some stuff with work, all that kind of fun stuff. So it's like, all right, cool. I can, I'll grab a team set for you. I will take the cards I had here for you, and we'll see what we can get done there out of those. And yeah, that really paid off. So I'm going to go through and I'll show you the team set ones first that we got for her. This, by the way, is all in no particular order. I'll try to remember as best I can who I got pregame, who I got in between games. We also got helped heavily by 2 rain delays. First one was about 45 minutes or so. The second one was probably about another, maybe an hour or so. So they didn't even really get the second game of this doubleheader going until 10:05 they said it was start time? Yeah, 10:05 for the start of the second game. We stuck around for the national anthem and bolted after that because it's like, dude, this is enough. But just to show you what we got out of here as we get creepy people in the background. Anyways.
I needed my drink, and that's the only way I could get it.
Oh, there we go. Of course. Got to drink on camera, apparently. So, anyways, pregame, we were able to get Leonardo Rivas and Jacob Hurtubise on both of their cards right there. Got Eduardo Salazar and Ivan Johnson. You'll see Ivan Johnson's name come up again a little bit later. We got Pedro Garcia, Matt McLean. You'll hear Matt McLean's name a little bit later as well. We've got Coach Terry Tatum and Coach Rob Wooten. You'll hear Wooten's name later on as well. Wooten. Nice. We've got the trainer and the strength and conditioning coach, Ryan Ross and Trey Strickland, because why the hell not? They're in the team set. They were right there. They may as well sign their cards,
Some of them very sheepish about signing them.
Yes, they were.
Cute, I'm sure.
We've got Michael Ciani and Eric Richardson, both signed theirs. You'll hear their names come up again a little bit later as well. We also got Andrew Abbott, Andy Fisher. You'll hear Andrew Abbott come up again later. I'm just dropping spoiler alerts all over the place right here with this thing, so... let's see here. So I think those were all pre-game. Then post-game or in-between games or whatever, we got Alex McGarry and TJ Hopkins. Also got Ryan Newtoff and Carson Spires. For anybody wondering, yes, Carson is related to Bill Spires. He is his nephew. Fun fact, apparently Bill Doran was at the game tonight. Told people he wasn't signing, though. We actually also ran into Buddy Bell outside picking up tickets and talked to him very briefly. Former Indian, former Ranger, so really cool to just randomly see him around. Anyways, back to this. We've got Michael Byrne and James Free and Spencer Stockton all signed their set cards as well. So if you're keeping track, I believe that's about 20 right there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 team set cards there. So I'll go to Aubrey, so there you go.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, so now down to the regular cards. We'll actually do the photo that I have here first. Let's see if I can find where I stuck it in here. Yep, there it is. I just saw the back of it. I mentioned that we'd see Matt McLean again, and there he is on the custom that I have right there. So score another one right there. Let's see here. We've got now the regular cards. Pre-game, I was able to get, I think it was Nick Quintana was the very first one I got. It was one of the first two, at least. I only had 2 of the cards booked at the times, but fortunately he was willing to sign the other 2 for me in between games as well. So you'll see him come up again, but 2 cards right there. Glad to get those. Moving on from there, yeah, Evan Edwards. He was another one where he signed 4 before the game and then 2 in between games. You'll see one right there. I will say, typically I don't go for, like 6 cards on a guy or anything like that. That seems a bit overkill, but trying to, get Aubrey's stuff done first, and she couldn't go to the game, and these guys all seemed very willing to do so, there we go. Let's see, Oslevis Basabe, another prospect for the Tampa Bay organization, signed all the cards I had of him. There. We also got Greg Jones, set hit for me, and one for John as well, so happy to add those ones in right there. Super nice guy. Alan Serta signed the 2 cards that I had of him in there. Let's see here. Manager Morgan Ensberg, super nice guy. He even commented, he said this one right here was one of his favorite cards because of the back of it. It's in the old style there of the 54 design, and it was like the comics they put on the back of those ones there. So really happy to add those ones in, and really cool that he was commenting on those. I mentioned before we would see Ivan Johnson again, and we do right here with a card that will go to John's collection. I've already gotten Ivan Johnson in trade. I'll probably just replace that with this one just because I got it signed myself, so why not? Let's see here. Got a Mason Montgomery as well. This is, I think, the first one we got during the rain delay itself, but it's that fancy prism card right there. It's always fun. Let's see, Nico Holsizer. I think that's how it's pronounced. Holsizer, something like that. I had 6 cards for him. He said, hey, pick 3 which they want signed. Let's go with those 3 different ones, so there you go. He said he's normally 2 per, but he saw Aaron's and he said, yeah, you've got 3, I'll go ahead and do those 3, and then he said for me 3 as well. So.
It helps that I was yelling at him for like an hour.
Yes, that did. He originally said he would sign after the game, and he signed during the rain delay at least, so that was cool. Let's see, Blake Hunt, we ran into him on his way back in, I think right before during the rain delay there. And he signed everything that we had, talked about Texas, because he actually lives in Austin in the offseason, California native, but I mean, he played for a bit with San Antonio there, so probably kind of left over from that, but said, yeah, he's still in Austin, so that's cool. I mentioned we'd see Rob Wooten again, and we do right there. Signed everything that I had of him. Michael Ciani, nice to be able to get him. He signed 3 out of the 5 cards I had on there. I showed you the one team set card earlier, now I've got my Heritage set here. Unfortunately, I missed out on getting John's Heritage set one signed, unfortunately, but I got him a couple others at least, so that's always good. I told you we'd see Eric Richardson again as well, and there he is. Signed up. I think I had 4 of those in there too, so signed those very willingly. Andrew Abbott, I was super happy to get him. He is one of the, I believe he's in the top 30 there for the Reds, and showed him in the team set, but also got those ones as well. Kyle Manzardo, first baseman in the Tampa Bay organization. Signed the 2 cards I had of him. A little bit of streakiness from the water that was coming from the sky, but turned out all right, though. So post-game, like I said, Nick Quintana, or before, I guess, yeah, excuse me, between games. Nick Quintana, like I said, did sign the other 2 that I had of him there as well, so got him to finish everything off. Cameron Meissner requested to pick which 2 I wanted, so I wanted these 2 that I pulled both the photos for, working for Panini, so I was like getting those signed. Evan Edwards finished off the last 2 that I had of him. And the one to finally finish it out, John Doxakis. Signed everything I had. Talked to him about Texas because he's a Houston native, I believe. Yep, Houston. And
A&M.
Yep, A&M grad as well. So signed everything that I had. Super nice guy. Says he has a couple places up that he wants to check out for hunting up near Wichita Falls. So got to drop that in there as well. So I think I said, 83 cards did I say that I got signed total tonight? That's, oh wait, and that photo, so 84 total signatures. So 500 is back in play for anybody who said, oh yeah, I've got faith that you'll get it. I'm sitting there going, okay, sure. And now all I need to do is get 16 tomorrow or in Frisco between those 2. So, wow. It's amazing how much one game can change things. So, there you go. Thanks again for tuning in. We're going to be in Little Rock, Arkansas tomorrow. Got the Northwest Arkansas Naturals.
Hi.
Hello. There's Aubrey. Got the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. That's her Royals AA team that we're going to be seeing. Taking on the Arkansas Travelers, the Seattle Mariners AA team as well. So, yeah, we'll see what we do there. And the great thing with that one is I have no set cards to work on. So nothing that I really absolutely have to get. I can just kind of sit back, relax, and not have to really key in on anybody. So looking forward to that. We'll see you then.